Florian, you are my best friend. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Florian and friends. That's right. I have never built a deck around or even had Florian, so I was like, this is very, very overdue. I've never made a deck with this, I don't believe. So we got Florian and all of the friends, the Voldaren Scion. First strike, at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards where it X is the amount your opponent lost, and you're going to be able to just play one of those cards this turn. So that is a lot of value on top of having first strike. So I think that this is a nice little aggressive Rakdos deck. We're going to be able to utilize Florian very, very well here. We're going to be able to clear the path to a bunch of different things. I guess we'll just go for right to left here. We got Citystalker Connoisseur, because you already know, and I don't feel guilty running this. I know, oh, this is like a super meta card and you're just copying everyone. No, I'm not, because if you have been following me since the beginning, this is your first video, welcome. But if not, you know that I've been saying Citystalker Connoisseur is the most underused card, not anymore, but it isn't anymore, but it was the most underused card ever. It's so good. And we're running 4, it's insane. I'm enough rambling about the Citystalker Connoisseur. At this point, you've seen it enough. So, Graveyard Trespasser. I know we're running a little bit, not enough 3-drops. That's kind of my biggest concern. We are doing the middle finger, the middle finger here, curve, but you know, that is kind of what we got going on. There's just so many 2-drops that are very, very good. So, I don't know, that's the first thing that I want to address, is that we aren't running a whole lot of 1 and 3 drops, which kind of makes the curve a little bit awkward, but it's okay because the rest of our deck is so good. We got Painful Bond, which is just going to be draw 2 cards for 2, and the mana value 3 or greater. I kind of want to keep the top end a little bit lower because Painful Bond can be a little bit painful if you've got a ton of 3 drops and 4 drops that are just burning you for 1. It does matter though, if you're playing against aggro decks or sanguine decks, it does matter, So I think we kind of want to keep all of our cards under the 2 drops. Undercity Plunder, card's insane. If you follow me on Twitter, by the way, but I've been talking about how good this card is for a long time. It's too good. It's pretty much broken. I think it needs a nerf, to be honest with you, because it's usually a Mind Rot for 2, which is broken, absolutely broken, or you just get to discard a card and conjure one. So it's instant card advantage. It's instant just domination. I mean, we're going to be running 2. We got 2 Valki. You can run 3. I'm running 2 because there's a lot of different ways that we can get rid of their hand and not for Valki. So a lot of times you're just going to want to use this as the Cosmic Imposter late game anyway. So running 2 seems fine. Again, with the Bloodthirsty Adversary, the way the Bloodthirsty Adversary is good is playing it late game by using the red, and that's another reason why we're not running a whole lot of bomb spells here, 3 and ups, because we still have the Bloodthirsty Adversary and the Valki for late game. I'm not running 4. I think running 4 is a huge mistake because a 2/2 for haste is fine, but the way you really want to play this card is by using it with the 3 mana, and then you get to cast something for free, which usually lets you use a Molten Impact. Molten Impact does 4 damage. This is the brand new Alchemy card. After 4 damage, any excess damage, the next time you play a sorcery or instant, you're going to deal the excess damage to another creature. So this is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Only running 3 because it could be a little bit dead in some matchups, but usually it's not. So if you get the Bloodthirsty Adversary, you can go ahead and cast another thing from the graveyard. The Molten Impact you can save this. There's so much synergy, it's wonderful. We got 2 Rahilda. Again, it's a legendary creature, and it's just really good. Rahilda is one of the best alchemy cards out there, and it's not going away. Harvester, this card is really good. We've got a lot of different ways to make blood. We've got Citystalker Connoisseur, 4 Epicures, so we got plenty of blood tokens for removal, and if not removal, it's just a beat stick. So this card is absolutely insane. And then last but not least, we got 2 Duress. I never like to run more than 2 Duress no matter what you're doing, just because it could be a little bit dead late game. So 2 Duress feels like a good point here. Obviously, with the land, we got Hive with the Eye Tyrants and Den of the Bugbear, just because we're an aggressive deck and that's what we want to do. Let's go ahead and take Florian. Let's suck some blood with the Vampire Noble. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Enzo, how we doing? I see a Florian and I see some friends, so we're gonna keep it. Let's see what we can do here. Let's just start off with the Swamp. They give us a nice. I'm just gonna play the Haunted Ridge in case I want to keep the Crucible of Defiance, and they give us a hello. We'll go ahead and flash them. The cute little Tamio hello, not the scary one. So okay, I actually got a Voldaren Epicure. As do we. So do we want the Rahilda or do we want the Molten Impact? I think we kind of want the Rahilda out. The Molten Impact is still pretty awesome because we can use that later. Yeah, we'll go with the Rahilda. I think the Rahilda is just a little bit more menacing right at this second, so Drop the Rahilda. The Molten Impact is always going to be there. We have another Epicure. Okay. Okay. Here's the question here. Do we want to go for Florian? I think we kind of just want to drop Florian, right? I mean, if they either double block or they chump block. Either way is pretty good for us. So I actually just kind of want to get out Florian. So we say no to the Defiance, and I'm going to swing in. Because we have First Strike, obviously they've got a chump block, and they do. So no Florian action right this second, but Florian I feel like is going to be quite the powerhouse in this deck. We still got a Bloodthirsty Adversary, a Molten Impact, Deadly Dispute. Okay, so they're going to pop a blood token. Probably I would assume that they're a little bit low on land here. Would assume that they're a little bit low on it. If we can clear the board here, though, I mean, Florian's going to be able to grab so much value. Okay, so this is the Onycol Anvil deck. Okay, so let's see here. How can we play this out? They're going to blow up a blood token and create a 1/1. Okay. I think it's manageable. We do get an Undercity Plunder. Undercity Plunder is very, very busted. We are running a crap ton of even CMC'd cards, so that is something to keep note of here. As you can see, this is on full display. I think our best option is just to go for... Molten Impact, and we're gonna get rid of the constructs. That way we can block out one of their Anvil targets. So let's go ahead and just use Molten Impact. We're gonna be able to swing in, and this is gonna be a hard decision. Florian and his best friend Rahilda. Let's do it. So they're just gonna chump block, and Florian is gonna go off. I want to get a land. The Citystalker Connoisseur is pretty tempting, but we definitely just need a land here. Let's go ahead and play this down. And we can go for, what do we even want to do here? Yeah, let's just go for the Undercity Plunder. Take the Plunder. This card is absolutely insane. I mean, just nuts. It's basically like a Mind Rot. I mean, this card is going to be all over Alchemy decks everywhere. And look how powerful that is. We get rid of a Fable of the Mirror Breaker and a Citystalker Connoisseur. For 2 mana. I mean, that's just unheard of. It's just crazy. So they're going to conjure a Blood Artist here. We still have, I thought we had a Molten Impact. Do we not have a Molten Impact? Hold on. Am I crazy? What did we play this on? What did we play this on? I thought we played this on something. I could be crazy. I mean, I am, but like, wow, okay. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and clear the path anyway. I think that's just kind of that's gonna be the move anyway. So let's go ahead and Molten Impact. I just want to get rid of this Blood Artist, so let's go ahead and get rid of that thing. It doesn't really matter because we can still go for Duress or Painful Bond. So we lose 1 life, but that is a small price to pay. I'm going to go for Painful Bond, or do we want to go for Duress? Let's just go for Duress. I mean, yeah, it's fine. We'll go for Duress, and with the excess damage, we'll pop this off. Man, that Molten Impact is insane. Oh my gosh. Fable of the Mirror Breaker or Sanguine Brushstroke. I think the Brushstroke is a little bit more menacing, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Swing in. Oh, that's so nasty. It's so nasty. We get a Meathook Massacre for free, and we actually get no land off the top, but we do get a Duress. Oh, it's so nasty. Florian, you are my best friend. So we're going to go ahead and use Duress and just get rid of this Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh my god. Absolutely nasty here. Painful Bond is still pretty decent. Decent top deck. This Florian, though, oh, another Painful Bond, and that's a painful. That's 1 Painful Bond. Drop this. So they have, oh, they do manage to get into some sort of artifact for the Onycol Anvil. So they're going to create 2 chump blockers here. Let's see. Deal 1 damage. We get an Undercity Plunder, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to use, before we go for Plunder, I'm going to go for the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Unfortunately, if we had 1 more land, we could drop another one of these for free with the Adversary, which is really, really crazy. I think I want to go for Painful Bond, just in case there's we get draw into some sort of removal. So let's go for Painful Bond. If we can clear the path here a little bit, that'd be pretty cool. We do not, but the good part is we can go for Undercity Plunder in due time. So let's drop the Den of the Bugbear. That way we have 5, and we can't drop anything else anyway. And yeah, we're not going to be able to get through, but they will have to chump block here, unfortunately. We can always go for Meathook Massacre, but like I don't know. We could have cleared the board that way, but they're gonna want to do this either way. So that tells me, what, man, they probably want their card then, right? So we get an Undercity, we get another Undercity Plunder. We can just save this one because we can just cast this one now. Let's see what they got in their hand. Another Reflection of Kiki Jiki, and we get another Den of the Bugbear. I mean, you almost feel bad. It goes nighttime to make matters worse for them. We get another Rahilda. I mean, wow, we're gonna drop this. We're gonna go for Bloodthirsty Adversary. Oh, I actually kind of miscounted. We should have probably went for Den of the Bugbear there, because we have to do 3. They gave us an oops, and that is going to be a good game. Woo-wee. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Nepo Makino. Hello, interesting name. Let's go ahead and keep this. Pretty good hand here. As long as we got 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. With our beloved Florian, it looks golden to me. So let's go ahead and take a peek at that hand. What are we playing against here? Ooh, the Mighty Ruins. Ruins. Okay. Ooh-wee. So we take Touch of the Spirit Realm, Rune of Might, Felidar Retreat. I think we're probably going to want to take... Touch of the Spirit Realm gets rid of our stuff. I'm going to get rid of Touch of the Spirit Realm, because the Rune of Might can get bigger, but we can use Molten Impact on their Jukai Naturalist. So, I think by the time we get into the retreat, we'll have something else to discard, hopefully. So, we're playing with fire here a little bit. I mean, the Felidar Retreat does get dangerous, but it's not like they have a ton of land to use anyway. Jukai Naturalist, that is just not going to be that big a deal. We're going to go for Molten Impact. Goodbye, Naturalist. We'll be able to take away the first 2/2 that they drop with the Felidar Retreat as well. So, I'm not feeling too threatened by this hand right now. So they got Rune of Might. I don't think that they're going to want to play the Rune of Might on the land. They are. They're going to play it on the land just to get the card draw. Whenever your opponent does that as a Runes player, that you know that you are ahead, because that is just terrible value. But I understand why you do it. Florian, you're my best friend. Come out, Florian. Hello, how do you do? So they're going to be able to drop this Felidar Retreat, but... this is going to get pretty bad for them, because we got a Valki looming. We also have this Molten Impact, which is just a nightmare for them. So Spirited Companion, yeah, they can do that. But now they can't go for Felidar Retreat. 2 Companions, okay. Well, now they can block out our Florian, which is pretty unfortunate. Let's go ahead and drop this for black. We actually don't have another sorcery or instance, so we can't go for the Molten Impact right now anyway. We can go for Valki. We're going to have to go for Valki. I'm just going to swing in. We can't do anything crazy with anything. Can't clear the path. Can't clear the path or anything, so that is out of the question. I guess we'll just go for Valki. Let's take a peek at that hand. If they've got a Naturalist or a Runeforged Champion, we want to get rid of it, and they do not. So that is really yucky. So let's just go for our Blood Harvester here. We go for Rahilda, but I kind of want to get some blood tokens out here. So the Valki bricking, ooh, really gross, but let's see, if they go for Felidar Retreat, they're gonna go for Hallowed Haunting rather. Okay, I thought they would go for Felidar Retreat, especially with having a land in their hand. I think that would be a little bit better for them, but I guess I didn't know they had a generous visitor, so that makes enough sense. Okay, my turn. Let's see if we get an Undercity Plunder, and they're not gonna like to see that, because that's gonna do 2 things. That's gonna give us a Molten Impact. And I guess I'm going to get rid of the enchantment. So let's just go for Undercity Plunder. And then we can use Molten Impact. This gives things bigger. But this also makes the spirit, because it is an enchantment, right? So that makes things bigger, right? Oh, no, there are spirits. So we'll just get rid of the visitor. So Hallowed Haunting makes things bigger with spirits, not enchantments. Okay. So we do get a Plains. I mean, that's a Plain Jane. That's okay with me. Let's drop this. We can always use the Harvester for something else. I'm just going to swing in here. If they want to trade with the Valki, that's fine with me. They're just going to chum block the Florian. I as well say, like, I mean, the Valki... wow, they just take it. Wow. Okay. We're going to take them down to 12, and we're going to take a look at our hand here. What the heck do we want? Well, let's see if we can get an oh, there's the Undercity Plunder, and we've got just enough land. They are going to pay dearly for this. Let's take the Undercity Plunder. Take the Plunder for you. Get rid of this juicy Felidar Retreat. And we get another land. Land's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Let's go and pass turn here. I think we'll probably end up using our blood token. And they just get another one. I mean, come on, that's really unfortunate, but it is what it is. They don't have any other lands to drop with the Felidar Retreat, so we can mitigate this. That's not the end of the world. I'm actually going to pop this blood token. Get rid of this land. I think I'd rather have something else rather than this land. Ooh, we get a Bloodthirsty Adversary. This is where the Bloodthirsty Adversary shines. We're going to play this, and we've got just enough mana to be able to play another Molten Impact. Oh, that is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. Let's go ahead and drop this right now. I'm wasting no time. They know. They just know. Wow. Naive? Namen. I don't know if that's how you spell, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you know I'm illiterate, so you have to just give me a pass there. So, Namen, let's see what you got going on here. We're gonna drop our Epicure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's drop this. Get our blood token out here. Do a little damage. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Alright, let's go ahead and fix up our hand here. Get the Undercity Plunder. Ooh, Fearsome Whelp. So this is dragons. Oh gosh. Okay, so we're gonna face dragons, huh? Ooh, okay, well, I guess we'll just go ahead and use Undercity Plunder. That's probably just still the craziest card we got. And the problem is here, we don't have any removal, so Rahilda's not that good. If they drop a big fat dragon, Rahilda doesn't do too much against the dragon. So at least get a little bit of discard action going. Just do what we can. I'm already pretty nervous. At least, hey, we're getting rid of a Reckless Stormseeker is pretty good. Hopefully they discard another card. Wow, so they actually get rid of a Dragon's Fire. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, we'll take a Mind Rot for 2. That's how crazy this. I know I keep saying this, but it has to be talked about a lot. The Undercity Plunder is so insane. It's literally a Mind Rot for 2 in most situations, and we get a Valki. We get a Valki. If they've got a big juicy dragon in here, it's gonna say no way, Jose. Valki, come on, give us a big dragon. Give us a big dragon. We get an adult Goldspan dragon. Okay, here's the bad part. They have a Skyclave Apparition. Well, let's go ahead and just take the Goldspan, not the Goldspan dragon, the Gold dragon, and then they'll be forced to use the Apparition on it. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's better than just staring down a Gold dragon. So, yeah, that's fine. We'll drop this, enter tapped, and yeah, we'll be on our merry way. The Undercity Plunder was tempting. It was tempting, but the problem with that is that they could have just easily gotten rid of the Apparition, let us conjure a card, and then we'd still be sitting on this gold dragon, and we don't really have the means to get rid of this thing. So we're gonna let them just Apparition on our. Oh, actually don't. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is, and they're not gonna have enough because they don't at least have a red, even if they had enough raw. Whew, so we get a swamp. Okay. Okay. Well, we can at least get rid of the Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, this really sucks. Let's go for the Undercity Plunder. We'll discard the Apparition. We're still gonna be sitting on this Gold Dragon, which is really nasty. Let's see if we can conjure something kind of cool from their deck. What? What you just gave me? You just got rid of it? You just got rid of your Gold Dragon. I mean, that could not be the right move. Oh my. Was that a misplay? I'm not even going to be like mean and rub the dirt in it and give him an emoji or an emote. Wow, okay. I mean, that puts me in the dirt. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. Dang, and the Fearsome Whelps don't even, if they drew a dragon here, they don't even get the ability from it, so yeah, that's rough. Oh my. Okay, it does go nighttime. Doesn't really help us out that much. Don't really have any creatures to Agadeem's Awakening right this second anyway. But even if they did, if they didn't play a land here, I probably would use Agadeem's Awakening just for this Valki. Like, just for the Valki. A 5 mana for 1 Valki. I probably would have done that just to get rid of 1 scary dragon in here. Be that as it may, let's go ahead and go for the Painful Bond. Maybe we can get into like a Molten Impact to get rid of this, and then we'll use Rahilda. So we do not, but we get a Florian, and Florian is still pretty good. We'll deal 1 damage to ourselves, but it's not that big a deal. We're going to swing in here. I would assume they chump block the Rahilda, but we're still going to do 1 damage. Yeah, it is what it is. We're not going to, Florian is not going to be able to, we already dropped our land, so don't get the value out of that, but here's the cool part. Even if they draw the scariest dragon here, it just doesn't matter. They're not going to have enough mana to drop it. And if they don't play anything, I'll know that it's a scary dragon, and then we can Agadeem's for Valki and steal it. Oh baby, this is looking good. So they're actually just gonna pass. Okay, well let's go. Ooh, we're getting a Molten Impact as well. That's gonna be really nice. I'm just gonna do it. It's tempting to just clear the path with Impact, but I want to steal this. I have a feeling this is gonna be. Well, I guess we have all the time in the world to plan this out. So I'm just actually going to swing in. I'm going to swing in case this is an instant. They're waiting to use it. But if they don't, then I'll know it's a scary dragon. So if they don't use like Dragon's Fire or something, then I'll know that it's a dragon. And then we'll just steal it with the Valki with the Agadeem's Awakening. So it's a March of Otherworldly Light. Okay, that's, you know, it's not a big deal. So at least we know what it is. We don't have to waste our Agadeem's Awakening this way. I'm okay with that. They're actually just going to trade that. Oh gosh, all right, well, we're going to trade here. They're out of resources. Florian is going to be... The Molten Impact doesn't do anything, so we don't have anything to hit, so we'll just take the Haunted Ridge. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with it. We want to keep the Agadeem's Awakening so we can get the most value out of the Valki, so I guess we'll just use the Painful Bond. We get another Florian and a Citystalker Connoisseur. We can use this Connoisseur for... I wish we have so many different options here. If they drop a dragon, they don't have enough land. Well, now they've got enough land for a 5-drop. Cave of the Frost Dragon is not going to be... They don't have enough land for that. I guess we'll use the Blood token on this Florian. Doesn't do us too much good to have 2 Florians, even though you are my best friend, Florian. We'll go ahead and do that. Well, let's see what we can rip off the top here. We do get a Harvester, and Harvester is going to be pretty good. Harvester is going to be pretty gosh darn good here. Let's drop this. Hey, more damage is more fun. That's what I always like to say. More blood, more damage, more fun. Let's go ahead and swing in with Florian here. We'd like to get maybe like a Hive of the Eye Tyrant. That'd be kind of cool. Let's go digging. Let's go digging for gold. We got a Duress. That's not good. The Hive of the Eye Tyrant is pretty good. We'll go ahead and drop that immediately. That'll be very juicy and painful for them next turn. We can actually go for the Abandoned Mine. Let's just get this out. Screw it. We'll deal a measly 1 damage to myself. I don't care. I do not care because we've got lethal on the board. They've got no hand. See, the best thing that they could draw right now would be a Gold Dragon, and they don't. They just get a Plains. Oof. Oof. I think that's lethal, right? I mean, Hive of the Eye Tyrant alone, they can't block everything, right? Yeah, that's lethal. That's going to be a good game. Yep, that is a good game. Even if they go for Caleb, yep. Good game. Digital Decay. How we doing here? Let's see what we got going. This is a pretty gosh darn good hand. Let's go ahead and keep this. The Molten Impact, I'm telling you what, this card is absolutely... Ooh, when I first saw it, I mean, I definitely didn't think it was bad, but man, I wasn't as excited about it as I should have been. It is an absolute showstopper, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and deal some damage, get a little blood action going on here. Man, the Molten Impact, I mean, there's not enough things good that I can say about it. Typically, you want to wait here for them to drop, like, you know, like the Righteous Valkyrie or whatever, but I guess we're not going to get that just yet. Kind of want to save we can just Molten Impact this. The great thing about this is that we can just use it now and then worry about it later, and then we'll do 3 damage later, but the problem is they have those Righteous Valkyries. So because they have the Righteous Valkyries and I'm kind of wanting to hit it for 4, the full 4, I'm going to keep this Molten Impact. This deck, it's kind of crazy how the mighty have fallen. I mean, this deck used to be like the craziest thing ever. So they're going to go ahead and Infernal Grasp our adversary. That is okay. We'll take them down to 17. And if they don't have a Righteous Valkyrie would be what their play right now. So if they don't have it, so they obviously do not have a Righteous Valkyrie. That is interesting. Let's go ahead and play this down. I think we'll just get down the Graveyard Trespasser. What's kind of bad about the Trespasser is it puts us in a rough spot because we can get the adversary to pop for an extra damage, but we can't use Agadeem's Awakening later then. So I guess we'll just go for Rahilda. I'm still not really comfortable using the Molten Impact on this matchup. 9 times out of 10 you'd be wanting to use it just to get the 3 damage in excess that you can use later. Retribution. So here, okay, here we go. So it's not a Righteous Valkyrie, but it's still a 4/4. So we're going to use the Molten Impact on this now. And they're just going to tap themselves out. Okay, well, they can only activate as a sorcery, so that makes somewhat sense. We get a Citystalker Connoisseur. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm actually going to use the Connoisseur over the Molten Impact. We can get rid of this, what? 10 turn, destroy target. That's kind of unfortunate. What else could they have? I guess they could have like a Lisa. I can't ever say that name. The Lisa Angel. So we'll play this for red. And I kind of do want to go for the Citystalker Connoisseur. This is the best move that we can do right now. If they kill us with this Angel, using the Retribution, oh, see, it is. There it is. The Lisa. I can never say it. Lisa. But yeah, so now that I know that they have got the Liza Forgotten Archangel, I'm definitely pleased with our move there and using the Citystalker Connoisseur. They're gonna have the Book of Exalted Indeeds. That is very interesting. With 2 black sources, I don't think they can gain 3 life. So this has got Vigilance. We're gonna take 5, and I would think that they're gonna use this because until end of turn, right? So we're gonna take 1 casualty. Let's see if they take the Rahilda or the Citystalker Connoisseur. They're gonna take that. Okay. You know, hey, it is what it is. We're not sitting too bad here, though. Definitely not sitting too bad. I'm gonna use the Molten Impact. We don't get any excess damage, which is unfortunate, but we're still gonna be able to kill this Angel here and just get rid of it. Let's drop the Graveyard Trespasser. Do some exiling. Let's get rid of this Liza. Bang, and swing on in, and we are 14 to 16 with an Agadeem's Awakening. No more Angels for this Retribution to go through. We still only have 2 2-drops, so kind of awkward on the Agadeems. It probably wouldn't be in our best interest. They're just gonna gain life. Oh man, you're gonna let it go nighttime too. That's a rough spot. Oh man. Okay, well we're gonna swing in. Do we want to use Hive with the Eye Tyrant? Yeah, I think we're going to. Let's just be aggro. Let's just be aggro. I'm actually, because we have 2 as well, we can just remove this. Or with the Graveyard Glutton, we're gonna go ahead and take 1 of our creatures. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rahilda, because that has haste, so that would be a better target for the Agadeem's Awakening if that were to come up. And plus I just want to do a little extra damage here. Let's put a little extra firepower on them, take them down to 3, and I guess we'll just drop another Hive. Yeah, we'll drop another Hive. 2, 3, 4, 6. That way we can Agadeems for 3. If they kill the Graveyard Glutton, somehow we could kill them that way. This Book of Exalted Deeds is pretty cute. I mean, unless they have they're not even running Snowlands. Usually they want to lock you out. We get another Agadeem's Awakening. That should be good game. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. So we're back here at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and I gotta say, this deck is really, really good. I was a little bit skeptical at the 3-drops, not having enough 3 or 4 or bigger bomb spells, but I think it works just fine. The Painful Bond is again enough of a deterrent that you just do not want those later spells, and against aggro decks where you're kind of going back and forth, it's just enough to where you don't want to. And we also have Agadeem's Awakening, so don't really want to burn ourselves for any more extra life. And then the Adversary and the Valki at 2 is beautiful. I can see you running 3 Valki. Don't run 3 Bloodthirsty Adversaries. That's just my opinion. You can tinker around this deck. Do whatever you want. Take this, have fun with it. If you want to go for 4 Molten Impact because you think it's that good, it's great. I'm a little bit nervous about running into Control, which I'm not gonna lie, doesn't happen a whole lot. Doesn't happen a whole lot because there's just this discard shell between the Plunder, the Painful Bond, and the Citystalker Connoisseur is so powerful. There's not a whole lot of control in the game right now, so it is what it is. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and help me out. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments. Just do something because that really helps out the channel, and I appreciate all of you. But until the next episode, I will see you then. ManaMan, out.